It's great to be with you. In the last several years, in the last few years, we've seen remarkable changes, advances in the mind and brain sciences that apply to achieving and sustaining performance and success. Everything that you're about to hear from me was not available at all in the 25 years that I practiced psychiatry and psychoanalysis. Most of it was not available a dozen years ago when I made a transition to mentor coaching. Most of the advances that are really remarkable have been in the last 3 years. So some of it is that new, and a little bit of it is not available anywhere because I'm going to make it up as we go along. Okay.
I have to say, just from the outset, I'm kind of in a little bit of shock and awe and a little bit humble from the speakers that have gone before. Unbelievable group of people. The room is absolutely full of brilliance, and it is so terribly humbling, the depth and breadth of expertise and experience. You know, I can't even really go there. I know that I've got all this homework to do. I've written it down. I have to learn so much about organizational leadership and design thinking and conscious capitalism and organizational self-management and business secrets of the Trappist monks and human ecosystems and neuroscience and Shakespeare. There's just so much. I don't know if I'm ever gonna catch up. So the speakers have been fabulous, and I can't wait for those to follow me. What a lineup today. So it's going to be just a tremendous day. But also the attendees, the people that I'm looking at right now. I hope everybody's getting a chance to talk to everybody that's around them. You know, it's also truly amazing. Everybody should be up here speaking and kind of giving their experience and what they've been done.
This has been quite the experience of old friends and new friends and budding community, and it's been very precious being here. I want to talk about the next evolution in applied wisdom, which I talk about as being spirituality in the workplace, and shortly you'll listen to Patricia Aberdeen as she talks about the same thing in a very similar language, megatrends and conscious business as the next megatrend. What I wanted to share with you very briefly in our time together is a little bit about some research that I've done, a model that I've developed out of the research that's an individual model and a corporate culture model, and then talk a little bit more about some resources in workplace spirituality.
What does Buddha mean? How do I interpret Buddha's teaching in terms of what is a leader? Well, the sixth picture is an example of such a person, a leader. Basically, anyone, Buddha's job, or any of those, what we call bodhisattvas or patriarchs, their job is to help people in this world, we call Saha world, full of confusion, into the ideal world where none of this is there. All right, there's no obstruction. And when you help people or group people moving across, that's a leader. So what does that mean? To put it simply, leadership is simply holding the space for other people.
You see this outrageous behavior on the part of companies, very visible, Wells Fargo, Equifax, and you say to yourself, you know, I thought the 90s were bad. It's just all part of a whole of evolution. I think Susan Faludi would, you know, probably chime in and say, yeah, 5 steps forward and a few steps back. That may or not be happening, but the companies that really hold to their purpose and values, they're going to continue to survive and continue to thrive. And they're not, I'm not saying conscious capitalists, I'm not saying, well, certainly traditional capitalists aren't perfect. Conscious capitalists aren't perfect either. They make mistakes, they do stupid stuff. Hopefully they fix it. But I believe that we will see conscious capitalism replace traditional capitalism.